Modern product managers spend their days buried under an avalanche of customer feedback. The sheer volume of complaints, feature requests, and bug reports scattered across Slack, Intercom, Gong, and Zendesk is physically impossible for a single human to process. A 45-minute discovery call generates 6,000 words. Human reading caps at 250 words per minute. Processing one transcript takes 1.5 hours, costing $135 in manual labor, compared to 2 cents of digital compute. To manage this data, highly paid strategists are forced into a repetitive routine of manual triage. They read a frustrated comment, copy the text, paste it into a Slack channel, and eventually summarize it into an engineering ticket. Every time that feedback crosses a human brain boundary, the data degrades. By the time a developer reads the final engineering ticket, the specific phrasing and the actual emotional friction of the original user are completely lost. This manual translation effort acts as a synthesis tax. It guarantees that the most valuable qualitative insights decay in isolated silos long before they ever reach the engineering backlog. Look at this network map. Instead of asking teams to manually upload spreadsheets, a modern system operates as a read-only parasite. It hooks directly into your communication stack through API integrations. An API is a set of rules that allows different software applications to talk to each other securely, letting the system passively ingest data in the background without a single keystroke. Because it bypasses human typing entirely, the behavioral friction drops to zero. The ingestion engine always has access to the raw, unadulterated source of truth, structuring those raw quotes into a massive, searchable web of meaning. But capturing everything creates an immediate hazard. If an automated system reads every message in Slack and Intercom, it will quickly drown the engineering team in low-level noise and isolated bug reports. Here we see how the system solves that hazard using a strict confidence threshold. The sorting gate instantly routes one-off glitches, like a broken submit button, directly to a defects pile. Meanwhile, recurring thematic complaints about the core product are sent down a separate aggregation channel. The system waits. Those thematic complaints build statistical weight over days or weeks. Only when 10 or 50 users report the exact same friction point does the system officially surface it to the product manager as a validated insight. This rigorous epistemic triage prioritizes strict validation over sheer volume. It protects the engineering team from being instantly overwhelmed by an infinite, unvetted backlog. Even with a perfectly filtered backlog, enterprise AI faces a massive bottleneck: trust. If a product manager doesn't implicitly believe the insights generated by the system, they will simply go back to reading transcripts manually. In software engineering, if an AI writes bad code, the compiler catches the error instantly. But if an AI hallucinates a user need, a company might waste $500,000 building a feature the market never actually requested. This diagram shows the architectural solution to hallucination paranoia: absolute traceability. Every generated requirement in the product specification traces a path directly backward to the exact piece of raw customer feedback that triggered it. If the specification states that enterprise users need a specific security feature, you can click that exact bullet point and instantly pull up the 15-second Zoom clip where the customer explicitly complained about it. We call this the deep linking imperative. Flawless traceability is the mandatory architecture required to eradicate hallucination fears and ensure product teams actually adopt the tool. Solving data ingestion and fixing trust issues is a great start, but real efficiency requires destroying the concept of the static product document entirely. We are executing a labor inversion. Instead of a human manually typing out a specification, an AI agent compiles the requirement dynamically based on real-time market telemetry. Telemetry is the automated, continuous collection of data from remote user interactions. The product manager's role elevates from an administrative typist to a strategic orchestrator. They review the compiled intelligence, check the deep links, and simply hit approve. Let's look at this split pipeline to see the final technical leap: spec as code. The moment a product manager approves a requirement, the semantic intent pushes structural logic instantly into the developer's integrated development environment, or IDE, which is the software application where developers write their code. The connection provides a bidirectional safety net. If an engineer accidentally writes logic that violates the original user intent documented in the spec, the IDE immediately flashes a warning, alerting them that their code breaks a specific linked compliance requirement. This bidirectional sync completely collapses the gap between a customer typing out a frustrated email and a developer shipping the exact code needed to fix it. By removing human friction from the data pipeline, the system evolves past being a faster typewriter. It operates as the central nervous system of the enterprise, perfectly aligning raw market reality with executed engineering output.